Well, joining me now is Georgia Congressman Buddy Carter, who is one of the lawmakers questioning all of them today. Congressman, good to see you.
Good to see you, Sean. Thank you for having me.
You bet. I want to just start with what Kathy McMorris-Rodgers said there. It's the information that we get, especially younger people, comes from a lot of times from social media, particularly Facebook. And so if all they're seeing is left-leaning garbage, then that's all they believe to be true, and they're not ever going to be exposed to the right. Isn't that? I mean, I think she's got a great point there.
Oh, there's no question about it. Kathy has done a wonderful job as chair of ranking member of our committee. And I thought she was spot on today. I thought she opened us up with a strong statement, one that was relevant, one that is concerning to all of us. I myself am a grandfather. I have 5 grandchildren, and I'm concerned. I'm concerned about how they're going to be crafting and making their decisions, and it's going to be influenced. It's going to be influenced by social media. There's no question. You are absolutely right. Most of the information that they're getting now is coming through the social media platforms.
But Congressman, so the thing that's funny is every time that there's a problem, that somebody gets banned, right, or censored or locked out, which always, by the way, is on the right, it somehow never affects the folks on the left. The excuse is, well, the algorithm. It's the algorithm's fault. And I can't help but think that the people who build the algorithm are all from the far left. So if you build a far left algorithm, guess who you're going to ban and censor? The folks on the right. I feel like this is their go-to excuse every time, and it's never going to get fixed because there's no one on the conservative side that's helping fix the problem. I don't really think they actually want to do that.
Well, and you make a good point, Sean. And keep in mind now, this is not the first time that we've heard from Facebook and from Twitter. We actually, a few years ago, had both Zuckerberg and Dorsey before us. This is the first time that we've had Google before us, but we've had them. And the last time they were there, I did my best, and other members of the committee did their best to explain to them, look, we don't want to have to regulate you, and you don't want us to have to regulate you. You don't want the federal government to have to regulate you. However, if you don't clean this up, if you don't clear it up, we're going to be forced to do that. As a conservative, I really don't want to have the federal government interfere. I think that will eventually it will stifle innovation, and I don't want to do that. However, we've given them fair warning, and I'll be quite honest with you, Sean, I don't think they get it. I just don't think they get it.
You know, you hit on something so important, which is those of us on the right don't want, I mean, we don't want to get in the middle and regulate. That's basically what we're against. But it's almost like at some point you have to do it. And I guess my question to you is, I think you're absolutely right. Where's the line? When do we say, guys, we've given you the benefit of the doubt. We've asked you. But now we have to, I mean, it's almost like a parent that's like, we've told you 10 times, now we got to lock you in your room. But at what point do we say, hey, we've told you that we really didn't want to, use regulation, but you've ignored our chances to reform yourself, to reform these algorithms. You haven't done it. Where's the line for you?
Well, and I'll be quite honest with you. If you heard the hearing today, if you listened to it, you saw the Dems are just as upset as the Republicans are, perhaps for different reasons, but they are still upset. And I'll be quite honest with you. I think that the platforms are in trouble. I think it's coming. I think it's inevitable that we are going to have to do something with 320. That there are going to be changes, and I just don't see it being good from the viewpoint of having the federal government in it.
But the funny thing is, you're absolutely right. They want more. They don't want people to be able to post their opinions. They want to stop what they consider misinformation, which is anybody that has an opinion that's not far left, right? Whereas the right wants them to stop censoring. So it's funny. We both want something, but to accomplish 2 separate deals. They want more regulation. They want more ability to stop voices on the right. We want less censorship. And I feel like we're going to clash at some point.
I would agree with you, and you've hit the nail on the head, Sean. We kind of both want the same thing, but for different reasons. And I do see a clash forthcoming, but any way you look at it, I don't see it being good for the platforms. We've given them the opportunity. They're out of control, and they are suppressing conservative voices. There's no question about that. And they have become a platform for illicit use. One of my questions, my line of question was, with Facebook being a platform that the different groups, the different coyotes are using.
Well, Congressman, I want to play that sound and let the audience hear it. So go ahead, let's play that.
Human smugglers have been using social media. Mr. Zuckerberg, do you feel complicit in any way that your platform is assisting in this disaster?
Congressman, that's against our policies, and we're taking a lot of steps to stop it. And again, I mean, let me just say that I think that the situation at the border is really serious, and we're taking it very seriously.
Oh, Congressman, don't worry about it. It's serious, and they're taking it seriously. Oh,
yeah. As I said before, Sean, I'm not sure that they get it. I'm not sure they understand how serious this is.
No, that sounded like a question and an answer from the Biden press conference. It's a serious issue, and we're taking it seriously. Holy smoke. But that's what they get away with.
I don't know what the answer is to get their attention, but I will tell you we've tried, and we've not been successful.
Okay, so is there another step? Like, I get it. I feel like we keep having these hearings, and at some point we either can have another hearing or we do something about it. Does that mean a reform of Section 230?
I think so. I think you are going to see that. I think you're going to see it, and I think you're going to see it under Democratic control, and I think it's going to be bipartisan, to be quite honest with you. I don't think this is going to be a partisan issue.
All right. Congressman Buddy Carter, I appreciate you holding their feet to the fire today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Sean.